no, I mean, you're in Florida. I'm in the New York, New Jersey area. And if it is this hot for me, then I know, okay, it must be that hot for you.
Just getting used to. We're just used to it. Just used to it. Yeah, yeah. We are
Just
now
used to it.
live.
Oh my goodness, it is so hot. It's like we don't even know what to do with ourselves in these parts.
But remember when you was in Jamaica, it was hot too. In
No,
Jamaica,
no, no.
like it's a
It
different
wasn't
type of
this
heat.
It's a
That-
different type of heat, girl.
yeah, true, 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 true.
Them kind of heat. Wait.
Yeah.
Because when I was in Jamaica, we would go, you could catch a nice shade and a nice breeze in the
True.
shade. You know what I'm saying?
But up north is like,
Girl, please, the shade breeze. What are you talking about? That doesn't
true.
exist here. It's just hot.
That's
Oh,
hot.
you're literally cooking when you go outside. You feel like you're human baking.
Mm, 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 mm.
Oh
Let me
no.
make sure yeah. Yes, honey. So what's up for the week? What happened over the weekend? What did
Uh,
you do?
I didn't do anything really except, we had it's just stuff for the kids all the time. You know it when you have younger kids, it's always all about the kids.
I'm begging attention for mine.
But when
Mm.
you have younger ones, it's like, honestly, if they're not happy, then you're not happy because all you hear constantly is mom, mommy.
I missed that. I can't hear you.
You can't hear
Yeah,
me.
I hear you now. You was
Oh,
breaking up for a minute.
oh, I don't know what's going on. But I was saying is when you have younger kids,
Hmm.
unfortunately, whether you like it or not, you're kind of all about the kids
Hmm.
because if they're not happy, trust and believe you're not going to be happy because all you're going to hear is mommy,
Uh-huh.
I'm bored. I want to do this. It's just, and then you're like, oh my gosh, really? You get no
Uh-huh.
peace. So we did, we a whole large group of friends took all the kids out to have fun. We went to Dave and Buster's and they played games and all of this stuff. And we just fell right in line and did what they were doing.
Right, right.
And today I'm just coming right now. I'm coming back from the studio, the recording studio. And because if any of you guys don't know, I do voiceover. I'm a voiceover artist and narrator. So I'm coming from the studio, but at the studio, we had some amazing lunch today, girl. I posted it. If y'all want to see it, go to Lights Action Voiceover on my IG page and you'll see. I put it in my stories. We had lobster and mac and cheese.
Okay.
Oh, 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 it
Mm.
was good too. I'm a
I don't
foodie.
eat lobster. I can't eat lobster.
Oh, are you allergic to shellfish?
Yeah, but that was yeah, years ago. I don't know if it changed now. Once you're allergic, are you always allergic?
That could change. It could change.
Okay.
Sometimes it changes. Sometimes it changes for, in either direction. You become allergic later on, or sometimes suddenly you're not allergic anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So my weekend, let me tell you, I literally did not do anything work related
Well,
this
that's the
weekend.
way it's supposed to be.
Nothing. My grandbaby was here. Prince was here.
Oh,
My baby was here for the weekend.
I know how much you love your little precious.
Oh my God, he is so big. He's growing so big, and yes, so that was my weekend.
Nice.
My daughter was here. My daughter was here and from Texas, and yeah, we had a good time.
That's awesome, my dear. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I saw some of the pictures that you posted.
Yes, yes, yes. My tribe.
Yes.
Only one was missing. But yeah, that's basically majority of the tribe.
That's
I
good.
feel so old when
Good.
I look at them. I'm like, look how they're taller than me. You see how they're taller than me?
Girl, everybody. My kid is taller than me as well.
Yeah.
All of them. It's just I don't know. It's almost I feel like I'm growing backwards.
Yeah, I know, I know. But It's a good feeling. It's a good. I forgot to spike up my little drink today.
Oh no, not you forgetting your little drinky poo.
And you
You're
know, I
fixing
have
to get
cause to
your drink
celebrate
on.
too. I'm getting my drink on with Starbucks.
Wait, what?
I'm getting my mic just fell. Hold on. I'm getting. I'm get I have a Starbucks lemonade iced tea,
Okay.
and I wanted to spike it up today, but hey, so I go.
Oh well, next time.
Next, there's always next
There's
week.
always next time. Well, what do you mean next week? If
It'll
for
be
you it's
tomorrow.
every day, it's tomorrow.
Oh my
Maybe
god.
maybe later, as soon as you get off the show, you're gonna be like,
Hey, maybe during the show. Maybe during the show, I'll
maybe
just
even during the show, you'll be like
because
popping up and going,
I do have some choices up there right now.
okay, girl. I
Yes.
saw you posting what did you have last
Johnny
week?
Walker Blue, girl. I
Yes.
busted that Blue Friday. So let me take my listeners back to last
Okay.
week when I had to
Take
do
us
my
there.
test.
Take us there.
Remember, I was nervous about taking my test, and y'all was telling me I got this, and you thought it was a fake test. You didn't know it was the real deal. Well, your girl Reese passed. Your girl Reese passed the test.
Yes.
So I had to break out that blue. That wasn't a black moment. That was a blue moment.
Mm,
Yes. Yes. So that was a week of celebrating and everything.
yes.
So yeah.
Good for you, Reese.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
you
So
deserve it.
I'm so
You
proud of
deserve
me.
it.
I'm so proud of me.
I'm proud of
So
you too.
yes. Yes. Hey, Carrie, Karen. Hanchard is watching. Big up to Karen, Sister White Farm.
Hi, Karen.
Yes. Yes. So
Yes, girl.
so that was my little weekend and everything. So as I said, I didn't, for the first time in a long time, I did not do anything like work related. I didn't look on an
Well,
email.
you worked so hard
So
right up to that point. So you know what? You took
let
a
me tell you, the morning that I was to take the test, I woke up 4 o'clock in the morning. I was that nervous.
oh,
I was that nervous.
oh man.
And then when I went to the test site, I didn't bring a mask because seriously, my mind is like we're not in COVID anymore. So luckily, I went there in early, so I had to drive.
Mm,
In about 5 minutes, went and got a mask, came back, and then you know what's so funny when they go through the process and they put you in a booth, they said,
mm-hmm.
"Oh, you're station number 7," and I was like, "Oh, that's my lucky number," and that is my lucky number. It was a 3 hour test, and I finished it in an hour and a half.
What?
Yes, child.
And you were so nervous about the, you know what? I should come over there and pop you.
Yes, yes, but it was worth it though. Man, when I took that test and I passed, I called my boss and was like, "Listen here, I am not coming to work today. I'm taking a vacation today. I need to relax." It was just so overwhelming because to many people they may think it's just a license, but honey, the journey it took me to get to this point was an accomplishment. So for people out there who is like think that they can't do it or they because I procrastinated. I should have taken this test 6 years ago. Got the book and everything, never did anything. But it everything happens for a reason. So if you have a goal or you have a dream, go for it. Don't wait like me. Don't wait
Don't
10
wait.
years.
Don't
Don't wait
wait.
10 years.
Definitely not.
Yeah. So that was my weekend. My
Oh my
weekend.
goodness. Oh yeah, girl. And I just heard just today, not too long ago, that Olivia Newton-John passed
Yes, she
away.
passed away. Yes. I knew she had cancer before, but they said that she passed peacefully. So I don't know if she was sick or if it came back or what the reason was, but they according to the report is saying that she passed away peacefully surrounded by her family. So maybe she had some illness that was terminal that yeah.
Well, listen, she was battling cancer for a very, very long time, from what they
But I
said.
don't know. Yeah. She was.
You know, that's all the reason you need. Doesn't have to be anything else but that. Because trust me, I've had so many family members
Yeah.
succumbed to cancer.
It's crazy.
So
It's
it,
like it's just crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
it happens. It's a very debilitating illness. And for everyone who is handling this, you know, my prayers are to you. And some people fight it and beat it.
Oh, Karen said that she was in remission, but it came back in 2017.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my love.
Yeah. Because I kind of figured that something that it was some kind of sickness because the way how they said that she um she was surrounded by her family. So
Mhm.
I kind of figured I didn't know it was cancer, but yeah, so
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know. I just heard it was cancer. So, but you know, that's how it is. It comes and goes sometimes. For some folks, it comes back. And for some folks, it goes in remission and they beat
that's
it.
why you see a lot of people that as they every year they're always celebrating
Yeah.
that they can't, because
You
as you
have
said,
another year, then you're happy. Celebrate that year that you've got.
yeah, yeah,
You know? Absolutely. And you know what? Honestly, Reese, whether you are a cancer survivor or you're battling cancer or any other debilitating illness or not,
mm-hmm.
every year you're alive or every day you're alive, I will say every day, celebrate that day that
Mm-hmm.
you have gotten. Celebrate that day.
Harry's mom is in remission for 16 years. So that's a milestone right there. That 16
Wow.
years, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I won't even go into it to tell you how many family members and friends
It's like it's
that
just
I
yeah.
know. Yeah, a lot.
I for some reason I think that I don't understand how they don't find a cure for that. How they have not found a cure for cancer. And it's been years that they're working on this. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is scary. Carrie said it's really, really scary.
Yeah. Me, I don't need no reason to celebrate. I celebrate just because.
Yep.
No, just celebrate, man.
And I
Okay.
know, Karen, you celebrate life. She says, "Yeah, I celebrate life every day." I know. I see your posts, and
Yeah.
I love them.
Let me tell you, we have a friend that her dad just passed. She went to Jamaica to spend the birthday with her dad 3 days ago. She's talking to him on the phone, whatever. The man passed away Saturday.
Oh my goodness.
Just like I'm telling you,
Well,
life, live it.
life indeed. We're gonna
Yes, tell
keep
the
this.
ones that you love them. Don't listen. Remember
Yeah.
one time they used to be like, "Oh, I'm going to wait until I retire to get this, or I'm going to wait until my 70th." Listen here,
Mm-mm.
listen,
Don't
get it
wait.
now. Me, I'm not waiting on nothing, nothing, nada. You
Yeah,
understand? Mm-mm.
true, Reese. We can't wait. We just got to celebrate the life we have now, you know. And honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and pretend like I am the best and I'm so evolved that I'm one of those people that celebrates every day and I'm happy every day. No, I'm really not, but I'm trying. I
Mm-hmm.
try. So what I do these days to try to celebrate my wins in life. And every day I try to do one thing. If it's even one thing that I can say, you know what, I accomplished this today. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter how small. It
it's
may be
true.
making a doctor's appointment. And I'm like, I made that appointment. I'm so glad I actually did it.
Listen, I'm just glad that I get to wake up another day and act the fool.
Yes,
That's
girl.
my thing. I'm telling you, there's nothing better than it's just live. We need to live good among each other. Tell the person how you feel. Give them flowers. Give people their flowers while they are alive. I want my flowers. Give it to me because when I'm dead, I can't hear it. Hi, Shanae. Long time.
Hey,
Welcome to the Let's
Shanae.
Connect show. Yes. Give me my flowers. Carol, I want my flowers.
Yes, girl.
I'm
I'll
telling
give
you, give me my
all
flowers
to
though.
you.
No,
I
if
will give it all.
yes, give me my flowers, give each other.
Absolutely. And that's the
Yes.
thing, we should practice more of that when
Hmm.
people are alive rather than
Yes.
waiting till people die. And then everybody is remorseful and we're all
Mhm.
sad and we should have, could have, would
I
have,
should have I should have told Reese this and that. I should have told
Yeah.
tell me now, people. I want to hear. Give me my flowers. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We need to practice doing that. We need to do better, everybody. When people
Thank you, Karen. Karen, give me my flowers. Ah,
She said,
thank you
here
very
you
much.
go. Here you
Thank you very
go.
much. Thank
Take
you.
your flowers, girl. That's right.
Of course. I
That's
think I'm
awesome.
gonna put a little something, something in there because I'm feeling mighty good today.
Good for you, Reese. Do everything you can, girl. Do it.
Do it
Not worry about
As
what
Nike
anybody
says,
thinks.
just do it.
Not worry
Just,
about what anybody thinks, what anybody
mm-mm.
has to say.
I used to be like that one time. I used to be a people pleaser. Like, oh my God, I have to make sure that Carol thinks of me this way. Girl, please, no,
Yeah,
you
it's
can't do
true.
that. You can't do that. Mm-mm.
It's true. I mean, that's not to say you're going to disregard everybody because it's polite to also, keep things in mind but you can't allow others to control your life. There's a difference, to control who you are as a person. There's a difference.
Did my mother just come on and say she needs a cruise? Hello. Hello.
Ah,
Hi, mommy. My
hi,
mommy is
mom.
watching. That's my mommy in Jamaica. She supports everything.
And all the time, straight from JA.
Straight from Highgate, St. Mary, the country.
That's
We got
right,
people
mom.
listening. Yes, yes.
And we love you guys for it. We love all of our friends who join us, cut up with us while we over here acting crazy.
No, me, because Carol don't act like Carol is too bougie.
Oh, you need to stop it.
You are too bougie.
You need to stop it. And our listeners will tell you, you need to stop it.
Uh-uh.
That's not true.
Uh-huh.
You know that ain't true.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir. So it's tea time because I love the tea. All right. First
Girl,
of all,
I'm ready for the
wait. First of all, this I'm putting it out there. I don't want nobody calling me, telling me they got tea for me and just leave me hanging. I need. I would stop what I'm doing to hear the tea. My
Yeah,
friend called me this morning.
you.
My friend called me this morning. Girl, I got some tea and just left. This is 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my
No,
goodness. If
no.
somebody called me at 8 o'clock, I'd be like, are you for real?
This is because they know I'm up and they know I love the tea. And she just leaves me hanging. She just leave me.
A good feel.
I felt like a crackhead without crack. Like I'm like, okay, where's the tea? Where's the tea? I called her. I said, listen here, I will be late for work. Forget the tea. But tea time today. Okay. Did you hear that Kim Kardashian and Pete, they broke up after 9 months?
Surprise!
Are you surprised? No.
I am shocked.
Like,
I'm beyond shocked.
the way they were carrying on social media, like, oh my God, it's crazy. 9 months later.
Didn't he get some tattoos of her kids' names or something
Yes.
all over his
And
body?
now Kanye West, he is, let me tell you something. Kanye is as petty. I thought I was childish. Let me tell he went on social media with a newspaper kind of template that says Pete is now dead or
What?
something.
No.
He is so petty. He is so
petty.
He is so petty. Like na 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 na.
No way. He did
Yes.
that?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
didn't even know he did that.
Yes, he did.
That's pettiness. That's
Very
petty.
petty.
That's taking pettiness to the next level.
And then I read also that he hired 5 attorneys. No, this is the 5th attorney that has quit on him for his divorce.
What do you mean?
He hired every attorney that he has hired to handle his divorce from Kim has quit. Yeah. So attorney number 5 just quit last week. What does that tell you about Kanye West?
I don't know. What does that say about him?
Then he crazy. He bipolar. Let me tell you something. I am bipolar. So, okay, but he beat me. I'm telling you, Kanye is just, ever since his mother died, he's been acting crazy like that.
Well,
And yeah.
then, well, obviously that tells you there's more to that.
But he needs to seek help. And yes. So
Well, yeah, I do think he needs to seek help, but
Karen say mad no backside. Mad is not the word, Karen. We need to invent. And then Chloe just welcomed a baby boy with, what's his name? Tristan. They have a baby. They got through a surrogate.
Oh, yeah,
Surrogate.
okay.
So she has. I don't understand. I really don't understand. He cheated on her. He dogged her wrong. He did her wrong, and then she went back and have a baby with him, even though it's too. Oh my! I don't know.
Even recently, I saw something. I don't know if it's true or not. I hate to gossip here, but
listen, I went to gossip, but
she loves the gossip on this show.
Listen here.
So
I don't understand why
they were trying to decipher whether or not it was him, because or if it was a new relationship he was in, because he was recently seen with someone else. Recent.
Jesus, if you're not too busy, please come down with Mary and Joseph in this world, because it's crazy. Why? I just don't understand.
Some people are
unless she wants to have kids, but by the same man, and not have different baby fathers. Maybe that's what she wants. She's looking at it that way. And they didn't actually sleep together to get the baby. Maybe that's it. I don't know these Hollywood people. When I get to Hollywood and start living that life, then I'll be able to answer that question. But until then,
girl,
the Kardashians.
I can't even guess.
The Kardashians.
But it's not just them. It's just so much stuff.
Where
everybody's just going crazy, doing all kinds of.
I need a reality show.
Well, aren't you gonna have your own kind of reality show coming up soon?
It's not a reality show. It's a talk show, people. Because Carol, I had to start a new show because Carol won't let me express myself. Okay, she has me under manners. So I can only talk about certain topics. But coming September 17th, which is my mom's birthday, that's my mom's birthday, and I'm launching this
madness.
This madness.
Launching madness.
Kicking it with Reese. I will be able to express myself, and Carol will not be able to hold the reins. I need to be free.
So listen, people.
Yes.
Reese is bringing the madness.
I'm bringing the madness. It's my show, Kicking It with Reese and Hunty.
So if you are here for the madness, and if you're down with the madness, you guys
come on over to Good Vibes TV.
Miss the madness and all of the foolishness and all of the craziness. And Reese will be bringing it in galore for you guys.
And you will need a drink by the end
of a drink.
Come with a drink, peoples. Okay. Come with a drink.
You're gonna need it.
Karen said, Lord Papa Jesus.
Well, listen, I'm gonna be there for the foolishness.
All you're gonna do is shake your head, right?
I'm just gonna be like,
I know my mother is gonna be like, what is this child up
Mom's
to?
Gonna be like, wait, did I give birth to this?
Whose child? I think I would switch that birth.
She gonna be like, whose child is that? I know I did not give birth to this child. Yeah, this is not my child. I don't know her.
I need an outlet to unleash the craziness.
Unleash the craziness on other people. So I feel sorry for everybody else that will be getting.
You're gonna be on the down low watching my little show.
Oh, I sure will be. I sure will be checking out the madness, because I live that madness through you.
You're living through me? Yes.
So. So I will be there. Yes, with bells on.
With bells on. Roll call. I'm gonna be called. You remember roll call? Karen, Monica, present teacher.
Yes, present. All
Yes,
here.
yes, yes.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that was the tea. That was tea time. Tea time.
Yeah, girl.
So,
I saw that tea earlier and I was like, I think there was an article about that too to say like what are some of the reasons potentially
oh, the
why they
reasons
broke
why
up.
they broke up was because of the busy schedule and the long
Allegedly.
distance. Allegedly, yeah, right. The truth will come out. What is he? Is he white or black or what is
I,
he?
I have no idea. But allegedly it's because of the schedules, but more realistically, some insiders have said, right, is she's older than him, which I didn't realize there was such a big age
It's a
difference.
big age. How did the cougar miss that? How did I
Yeah,
miss that?
I didn't. How you as a fellow cougar
I
did
know that
not see
sensor
that?
didn't go up. That
You know what I'm saying?
no,
How did you
I
miss
know. I was busy studying.
that? Okay, so you have an
I
excuse.
have an excuse. Yes.
Girl, yeah, apparently there's a huge, he's, I want to say like 28 and she's like 41 or something.
That's how young.
Yeah,
What?
I didn't realize he was so
I missed
young.
that.
So,
What?
yeah, and so they're in different places in their lives, which naturally,
28. Not even me would be with a 28-year-old. Oh no.
so I didn't realize when I saw the article, I was like, I did not know there was such a big age difference. I didn't know he was that
Mm,
young. So, so
okay.
Kim did the cougar thing.
Yeah, she sure did.
But that's
Okay.
one of the challenges, right? Because we did an episode on the show about cougars.
Yeah,
And if you're a younger man wanting to be with an older woman, what are some of the difficulties?
they're
You
13 years.
know?
They're 13 years. You
So
know,
Kim didn't watch this show. She should have watched our show
but you can't even say that because you
because
can
we
be
gave some tips.
yeah. So it worked for some people and it don't work for some, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's always difficult when you are a female that's older than the man. But anyway, let's keep moving, girl.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I don't think most people were surprised.
Now, Kim Sung at it again, but the longest relationship she had was with Kanye. You understand? So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Love is love. Love is. I'm all for love. So she made us. She. Sometimes you have to go through the frogs to get the prince.
Yeah, of
I had
course.
no frog me go through. There's no more frog in the frog farm.
No more.
No frog in the frog farm. I don't use up all my choices. I use up all the frog. And they said no.
You done kissed
But they
all
said
the
Reese.
frogs trying to get a prince out of it,
Why
right?
they said Reese? Them run. Them run. I said,
All the frogs are running as soon as they
all
see
them
you
say,
coming.
no, we can't take
Oh Lord, no. Mm-mm.
no more. We don't have no more frogs, Reese. No more frogs. Lord, I just waited on the Lord. The Lord has sent me my prince.
All right, girl.
So,
Let it go.
my dear, so that was her thing, and now, I'm so excited about this topic today. You know me. Let me see.
Well,
Ah,
while let's do our intro for it.
okay, yes, man. Come on, I want to get fired.
It's now time for our topic of the day.
So am I tell you, oh, yeah, I'm on the range. I tell you, man, I'm gonna start coming to military
All
school.
right, girl.
So the topic of the day is what? Go ahead, Carol. Let the
No, it's
people.
not. This is your topic, so
It's
go
our
on with it.
topic. Can we be friends with our ex? Can we be friends with our ex partners? I want to know what you think.
So tell me, why did you want this topic so bad? Why do you love this topic so much, mistress?
No, because you know what? Chelsea Handler broke up with her boyfriend. She's a comedian. She used to have a late night show.
Mm-hmm.
And she broke up with her man, but then they're still friends. I thought, oh my God, that's cool. You know, that's cool. They're still friends. So I'm like, not all breakups are bad. And when you hear ex, you think, oh, they're not talking anymore, or
Turbulence.
turbulence. And
Turbulence, girl.
And sometimes it's not. Sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you're better off friends than lovers.
Because you were probably meant to be friends, and
Not
you
everybody
never go and go veer off the road somewhere else. You would have been great friends.
great friends, and then that little thing just mess up everything. And I'm friends with my exes except two.
Really?
I don't want. Listen here. I don't need to be friends. I have enough ex friends.
Exactly.
I don't want. I am friends with
Got enough friends.
Yeah, but
Got enough friends. Just keep moving.
keep it moving, bro.
Keep it moving. Just keep it moving.
But I don't see anything wrong with being friends.
Well,
What do you think about being friends with an ex?
well,
Here, break it down, Carol.
wait a minute. Why you setting me up like this?
Well, that means people, as Carol would say, get those notepads and get those.
You are setting me up to throw me under the bus. That's so mean.
Because she's gonna drop some gems.
Oh my goodness. No, not really. But listen, my personal view is I would say no. Keep it moving.
What? So you don't talk? So you would not talk to them?
Yeah. It's
Wow.
it's like it's problematic.
Oh.
And a lot of times it's like if it could work, it would have worked, and it didn't work. So, yeah, it can get uncomfortable. It can get a little bit sticky. So I'm not saying that we should be enemies and all of that, but if we don't have any kids together, just keep it moving.
No, let me tell you this. I have an ex that he's my best friend. He is my best friend.
Then good for you.
But I'm just saying,
You asked me my opinion.
I know, I'm not saying
my opinion.
No, but I'm saying that one of my exes turned out to be one of my best. He's my only best male friend. And we were in Yes.
It is entirely possible. Now, there's a different question if you're saying, is it possible, to be friends with your ex? No, that's a different question. That's just my personal viewpoint that you asked me, and I gave you.
Okay.
But it is entirely possible, and your evidence of that.
All of my ex and me talk. We cool, except two. I would see a truck running over them and just what out of hell the truck. I was the all-on driver. Let me take the wheel. I'm telling you.
Bad Reese, you would see a truck running over them. And
tell the driver, stop, bro. I got this. I will cut. What? Oh, please. Two. But all the rest, I'm friends with them. We cool. Nothing like rekindling anything or anything like that. It's just cool. And I just think that sometimes I think that there's a season. I don't know. I just friendly and just I don't like bad blood or anything like that.
Right, which is one of the reasons I wouldn't be friends, because I don't like the bad blood, and I don't like to be uncomfortable, and I don't like drama, and I just don't like to be uncomfortable. So I don't want to put myself in any situation where there is some sort of question or discomfort or any of that. So
the question is, say for instance, you're friends with the ex, and then the ex has another partner. Do you tell that partner that y'all used to be together? Or
that's what I'm saying. Who wants to deal with all of that? And then when you don't tell them, and then they find out later on.
You and Carol was friends, and you and Carol, that's,
Exactly. Because here's the situation, like you just said, you're with someone new, and you're still friends with your ex, but you don't tell this new person, okay, that you were, because you don't want to make it uncomfortable. So you don't tell them that you guys that's your ex. So you don't say anything. But then because it's uncomfortable, because once you tell them, now it's going through their minds every time that you're together or something. It's going through, because it will go through your mind.
How friendly you are too, because if you're just a friend and be like, hey, how you doing? But if you're gonna be calling every day, I'm like, oh, what's up? No, that's a cause for concern, right? So, you understand? But if the person is like, you only meet up at certain places, or we're not saying go to dinner or go on, no, nothing like that.
No, but as human beings, we know as human beings, you're gonna think about it. They're gonna think about it. I guarantee you, even if it's just once in a while you meet up, you know that this person used to be with your person. You're going to think about it.
Yeah, but
It will make you think, and you're like, even if you don't want to,
But
unless you're like this really amazingly evolved.
first of all, if I had that feeling or whatever, I'm not gonna let him go out with her by herself. You understand? Like, let's say me and homeboy together, and you used to date him, and he come tell me, "Oh, Reese, I'm gonna meet Carol for dinner." Oh yeah, we are going to meet Carol for dinner. You understand? I would not let I going together like, two of you
What
alone.
do you mean you'll be there too? That's what you're saying?
Like I said, we will be going to dinner with Carol.
But then that's just all that insecurities. You see what I'm saying? Then it's all that you're so insecure that you cannot allow him to be somewhere without you. You must be tagging along all the time.
No, tagging
Don't put
along
yourself
with
through all of
tagging
that.
along. It's not tagging along, but
That's what it feels like. And it's like you can't trust him to be somewhere without you, then you don't need to be with that person, no?
my exes, we don't roll like that as far as, oh, let's go to dinner or let's meet up at the club. If we go somewhere, we see each other, hey, what's up, that, or but it's nothing like we gonna arrange to do no date, what does it say? That in the instance with Lordy, chat with Chelsea, the guy shares refreshing comments about staying fresh with exes. So I am going to let us hear what he got to say about this real quick. All right, hold on.
This morning, we are thrilled to be catching up with one of the top comedians out there. Joe Coy has been cracking us up with his hit stand-up specials on Netflix, selling out arenas during his Funny is Funny World Tour.
Well, now he's moving from the stage to the big screen in his first feature film. It's called Easter Sunday. Joe plays a struggling actor.
My bad. I'll fix that. But yeah, let me fix that. But yeah, hold on.
So while you're doing that, I will say to the question of, is it possible to be friends with your ex, which I think we already proved by you being friends with your ex and having a great friendship. It is definitely possible.
Yeah,
definitely possible to be friends, but it's going to depend on the situation and on the people involved. It depends, because everybody's different. Like I said, you and I are different. We have different viewpoints.
And it depends.
So it will depend on the people involved. Okay. And then the question of, is it healthy to stay friends after a breakup? Is it healthy?
What do you have some answer to that? Are you reading something, or
I was asking you?
Oh, you're asking me if it's healthy? It healthy to me because, as I said, I don't have an issue with my exes, and we're quite fine. So,
yeah. It's again, just kind of like the other question that I just said, whether it's possible. Whether it's healthy. It all depends again. So it's certainly possible to have a healthy relationship after a healthy friendship after a breakup, but again, it depends on the people involved. But you want to cultivate, you don't want to have a fake friendship. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be friends, like Reese, you and your ex, make sure it's a healthy, good friendship. Make sure it's a true friendship.
It is. Yes. It's a true friendship, but I have to read what Karen say. Karen say, this is an ounce of info that her other half wouldn't need to know, doesn't need to know, because Jamaican men are on a different level. This we know, and I can only talk for Jamaican men. Jamaican men are special, friends with what? Friends with who? For what?
Friends with who?
Oh, that is a whole.
Jamaican men are on a
they don't play
different
that.
level. They don't play that. Being
No
friends
friends with no
with your ex? Oh no, they're not going for it.
But
They're not going for it.
That's so funny. Karen it's true. It's true.
That's true.
Maybe another culture. It's like, okay, no big, not our Jamaican men. Very
every of course, like we always talk about on this show, because we have people listening from everywhere, different cultures, different backgrounds. But yeah, maybe other cultures,
people
it's okay.
From another culture than Jamaican, and you pick up a Jamaican, please don't tell him you're friends with your ex. Your relationship is
that's not gonna work.
It ain't gonna work. We telling you this. We are the experts on this when it comes to Jamaican men and that.
Yeah, but Karen said
also,
they can have the
they can have it.
They can have it.
But we can't have. My friend would say them lurky.
Double standards.
Double standards. Double.
That's what you call that with these Jamaican men.
Yep.
Yeah.
We love you, Jamaican men, but y'all need Jesus.
Double standards. They want to do what they want to do, but when it comes to their women, oh no, you can't have no extra.
Listen, we need to do a show on strictly Jamaican men. And you know that can go on for hours, right?
They're Jamaican men.
What? Oh my God. I said them lucky.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, but I didn't find the thing, but let me tell you what Joe Coy is the one was Chelsea's. They were together, Chelsea Handler. They were a couple, and they didn't even make it to their first year. Look how they start. Oh, the announcement. In anticipation of celebrating our first year together, Joe and I recorded this video early, but as many of you have noticed, it is with heavy heart to announce that we have decided together that it is best for us to take a break from our relationship right now. With heart, they acted like somebody died. You understand? I know many of you were invested in our love, and I wanted to express to you how much that meant to us. I'm like, okay. It says, let me see what he said. I want to see the part with friends. Just because it's a breakup doesn't mean we have to hate it. It doesn't even make sense. We are friends before this, so we're always going to be friends. He added that he's also still best friends with his son's mom. That's the guy. And that they're neighbors.
That's probably why his current relationship didn't work. You still best friends with the previous one? That's probably also.
It don't do anything to my relationships. With my best friend.
Like I said, everybody's different, and it depends.
Everybody just loves Reese. And they can't stop loving me. It is. They need me in the world. Okay.
Well, that is true, Miss Reese.
They need me in the world. Yeah, but yeah, that's what he said. They are best friends. You know who else is like that? Wayne. Wayne. Oh my God. He's on that Brady. Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady.
His ex. Yes, girl. All four of them are good friends.
That's great.
Yeah, it is. We need to adapt that. Not everybody's meant to be in a relationship. We're better off friends than lovers.
True.
And sometimes
not everybody's meant to be in a relationship, and sometimes we just mess it up by striking up a relationship with that person we were meant to be friends with.
But listen, I can't talk. I don't think that everybody that we like or are attracted to that we need to go act on it. I don't think so.
Exactly.
Because sometimes it does mess up the whole. It just mess up the whole flow. We could be good friends, and then all of a sudden we feel like, okay, feelings, and then let's dip into this. No, sometimes we don't need to let it go, and just we can't act on the feelings all the time. We can't, because it will mess up good friendships. You know, that's my thought on that. What do you think?
I agree with you, my dear. I 100% agree. Sometimes you mess it up. You had no business going there and taking it further than the friendship. But
Yeah,
maybe sometimes you want to try. And you can't always blame people sometimes, because you find that friend and you have this really good relationship, this really good friendship,
yeah,
right? And you want to maintain that. And you're thinking, wow, we have such a great friendship that just maybe if I could be with this person, this would be just, we're so comfortable with each other, blah, blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. And but we forget that that's in a friendship when there's no commitment. We're just friends. We're hanging out. We go back to our lives,
But
separate lives. But once you take it a step further, and now you're like, maybe we can see if we can be in a relationship. And then you try to do the relationship thing. There's no longer separate lives, and you get
let me
the
tell you,
jealousy. Where are you? You didn't call me today. You didn't do well when it was just a friendship. I wasn't
let me tell you,
obligated to
man.
call you.
You see that thing called sex? Mess up things, man. I'm sorry, it's the truth. It messes up things.
Sometimes
Sometimes, I should say.
you're with the person that, yeah.
But if, as you said, like if you're friends before, and then you say, let's take it to another from the friends zone to boyfriend and girlfriend zone, and then that does it just, you know. But look at Lenny Kravitz and Lisa Bonet. They're still, listen, they friends, and even brought the what's his name, the ex-husband. What's his name? Jason. That's his name.
Jason Momoa.
Yeah, they were all friends, all kicking it and friends like that.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, why do you think, what are some of the reasons why exes stay friends? What are some reasons? Why do some people decide to try this thing?
I don't think that they either outgrew each other. It's not really always a bad situation, right? They could outgrow each other and be like, listen, the time. That is why I always say a relationship should be like a driver's license. When it's a marriage license, after 15 years, 20 years, with the option to renew, let's talk about this. You understand? Because some people outgrow each other. They're tired of each other. One is progressing, not progressing, or
why do they remain friends? Not why they break up.
It's not a bad situation. They both come together and say, listen here, I don't, let's part. It's not working. I feel stagnant. Whatever the reason is, and they agree together to end it on good terms. Now it's different now if it's cheating or stealing or whatever it is.
Right.
With the quarreling and they arguing all the time, and that's different. But I just think that some people, they come together, you know what, it's not working. It's not working together. It's better that, we just, before it gets to the point of us not speaking with each other, let's end it now while we're still.
That's true. So one of the reasons, like you said, could be, you mentioned it, unresolved, like romantic desires, right? It's like you weren't getting from the relationship what you thought you would get. So then you decide, let's call it quits.
Yes. Before it gets.
Right. So you decide, okay, let's do that, but we can still remain friends. Another reason could be security. You feel secure. That's why you maintain a friendship with your ex, because you feel secure in that. You feel like that, you know what? I've been with this person for so long, or I've been so close to this person. They know me. I'm comfortable with this person. We may not be in a romantic relationship anymore, but I'm comfortable with you. I'm secure in that. So security, right? And that could be emotional security, like emotional support, advice. They give you advice. You trust that person. It's just the romantically, it didn't work. So that could be one of the reasons. Then practicality could be another reason. Just let's be practical. It ain't working.
Yeah, it's not for real.
You know?
Spade a spade. It ain't working. No matter how you try, and you force it, and you go therapy, you go this, that it's still not working.
Because you have to stay. One of the things of practicality could be that you had some shared finances, because when you guys were together, you all had a bank account or some kind of account or something where you shared it. And it's hard to like separate stuff right now, or maybe you all bought a property together or something, and you're like, okay, we remain friends because we have shared finances or something, shared possessions. So I don't know, maybe you have a dog together or other stuff together. You can't split the dog.
No, it can get tricky with that. I get it on. Yeah.
So sometimes just for practical reasons, you decide to remain friends. Another one is just being civil to each other. So you're friends rather than just breaking up completely. You remain civil because you have to see each other around the way, around your neighborhood or wherever, right? So those are four of some of the reasons I gave. I'm sure other people have many others.
Well, I'm looking at marriage.com, and it says 7 rules of being friends with an ex. So them have rules. They said the first rule is have some time to recover from the breakup, which is true.
Yeah.
They have to, especially depending on the situation of the breakup.
Yeah.
Right? So if there's anger and whatever, yeah, you need time to cool off. You need that cool off period. Been there.
Yeah, you gotta take time to.
And I still don't cool off yet. Okay. So that is true. You have to have some time to recover from the breakup.
And Karen says, yeah, Carrie says she outgrew him, but as he says, she is one of the few women he can truly trust. So that's what we were talking about. Trust is one of the reasons why people may remain friends after they break up.
And there's another reason. It says, consider, why do you want to be friends with your ex? Right? That's another reason.
Think about it really.
About it. Don't just be like, oh, we break up and then no. After you cool off, while you're cooling off, you have to think, why do you want to be friends?
Think about it. Why? Or do you?
Is it work? Yeah.
Do you want to be friends? Ask yourself that question. And then the next question I think the first question would be, do you want to remain friends with this ex?
Right.
And then question number 2 would be, why? Why do I want to remain friends?
Why do you want to remain friends?
Yeah.
And then this is a good thing. Don't flirt and treat them as your friend. So don't flirt with them, right? You're my ex, but I'm flirting. That's just sending mixed signals.
Wrong messaging.
Wrong message.
It's not even mixed at this point. It's like just wrong.
You're either my friend or whatever. Right? Yeah. This one says, stop calling them your ex. Stop calling them your ex. You want to, being friends with your ex is not your ex. Stop saying that.
So now he's just your friend.
He's just a friend. That makes sense. Another reason is move on and let them move on. Right? So don't dwell on what could have been, or this is what you did, or how come you didn't do this for me, but you're doing it for her, and all that. That's not friend conversation. You understand? Friend conversation. What's up? How you doing? When that's friend conversation.
Yeah.
Not saying, no, boy, man, I wish when we were together you were doing this, or I wish I was doing this, and that, yeah. And another point is are you both on the same page? You both have to be on the same page, because I may be looking at you as a friend, but he may not be looking at me as a friend. You understand?
Very true.
I may be going around and be like, oh, Carol, yeah, man, he's my friend, but
that's why you have to be clear, very clear about those lines. Draw the line, where to draw the line. Be very clear. You don't want to be flirting. You know, you may be thinking, oh, he's just my friend and he can handle this because, you know, we're just friends. He can handle me flirting with him. No. Don't do that.
No. We have to
just asking for trouble.
Strictly be in the friend zone.
Yep.
Be in the friend
that's zone. Where you want to be, then keep
right. And the two of you have to make sure that is out on the table.
Yes.
We are friends, nothing more.
Yeah.
So that is
just you alone.
Yes. And then the last point is stay positive, stay happy. Right? So don't dwell on the past, don't dwell on what should have, could have, whatever. Just, move on, keep it moving.
Yep.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, don't do it. Why dwell on it? It didn't work when you had a chance. So just keep moving. Can't go backwards.
Nope.
So I want to give some advice then, right? Because there may be people experiencing this right now as we speak. And if you're one of those people, you just broke up and you have an ex, and your ex says, let's be friends. I want us to be friends. If you don't want to be friends, how do you respond without having this man trying to kill you?
Say that again. Sorry, repeat that.
So let's say you just broke up in a relationship and you don't want to be friends with him, but he wants to be friends. How do you handle it? Like, what do you say to him?
I don't want to be friends. And that's what the point is that I mentioned before. You have to stay on the same page. So if you know that homeboy wants to be your friend and you're not ready to be friends, I'm not going to be it. I'm going to be like, no, it's not going to work, because it's just not going to work. And you just take a step away from the situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the key is here, because we've heard the news on television a lot, and things happen in relationships which are really tragic.
Yes.
So you don't want to disrespect this person and be mean and cruel to this person, even though you don't want to remain friends. You don't have to curse them out or insult them, because a tragedy happened. I recently heard in Jamaica. Well, this wasn't a relationship, but it was some family member that someone said something to him and he felt like his family member disrespected him, and he killed the woman and her 4 or 5 kids.
Okay, yes, I heard about, yes.
The woman and all her kids.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Was it that bad that she said to you?
But Carol, it don't matter how you say it, you could say it nice, you could say it mean. It doesn't matter. The message that they're getting.
Right.
I don't want to be a friend. I don't want to be. Right. So it really
but you still have to be honest, because you cannot allow someone to hold you hostage to something you don't want to be a part of.
Exactly.
So first, the way you can answer that is you can say, I can understand that we were together for a while and it's hard to be apart, right? Because we were together for a long time and it's really hard to be apart. But right now, being friends with you is not something I'm ready yet or I'm able to do at this time. I'll reach out to you in the future if anything changes.
You must go through all of that.
So sometimes you gotta stroke people's ego, girl. As I'm saying, true, sometimes you gotta stroke their ego. And I'm saying this for there are a lot of people in situations that need to be able to hear this and need to be able to do this instead of just saying, yo, we're done, we're over, kick rocks, bye.
Please, I don't want you no more. I don't want you no more.
I don't want you no more. You were this and you were that and da 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 da.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people in situations that cannot respond that way. So
Yeah.
you're in a relationship,
rejection is rejection.
that person cannot handle that type of rejection, or you should never be that mean anyways. But listen, we're not lecturing anyone. We're just giving you alternatives, to how you can handle something and possibly save your life as well. If you're in a
True, because with what's going on, you don't know what will click. You don't know what will click in their heads, or
exactly. And this way is gentle, but it's still direct. It's gentle, but it's still direct, and allows you to draw that line where you need to draw the line, where you're saying, I understand that we were together for a long time, but I'm not ready for this. I cannot do this right now. I need some time. If anything changes in the future, I'll let you know. But this is where I'm at. Rather than just saying, oh no, hit the dough, you this and you that, you're good for nothing, and da. You might not want to do that. Okay. Carrie said something.
Oh, she was saying that our friendship is definitely not about our past relationships. He got married and went to his wedding. She cheated and then divorced. So enough craziness.
Wow.
That's a reality show, bias. I said that's a reality show,
That's
right?
a whole reality show, Carrie.
Oh, reality show.
Oh my goodness. What? You swore off dating Jamaican men because of that?
Darkness. Said that the other day to that I was not going to date anymore.
Unfortunately, that craziness happened everywhere. It's not just
Jamaican. But because we're used to Jamaican men and we see that. I don't want no more Jamaican men. That's what I was saying. But hey, love is love, and who you like, you can,
Yeah, girl.
Jamaican, they're crazy, but I love them. I love them. They're crazy.
So to continue with that, right? What do you do when your ex wants to be friends? The first thing is, whatever you do, don't panic.
I got to reevaluate the situation. I got the situation to see why. Was he fine? Let me see.
Yes, whatever you do, don't panic. Okay. When they say, oh, but I want to be your friends, and they keep calling you and all this stuff, don't panic.
Okay. Some of them annoying too. When they tell them they want to be friends, they still annoy you.
Yes. So we got some stuff for that too. But then think about whether you want, see, this is what we were saying before, right? Think about whether you want that person back in your life and why.
Because maybe he was a better friend than a boyfriend or husband.
But you haven't gotten to the friendship yet. What this is think about, you just broke up and this person wants to be your friend.
Right.
So but you have to think about it. What it's saying, think about whether you want that person back in your life.
Oh, you have to be friends before you turn boyfriend and girlfriend.
And why? Think about that. Because a lot of that, the relationship stuff could carry over into the friendship. And if they were jealous and possessive and think about that. Now they say, oh, they want to be friends with you. What if you start dating someone else? Do you think they'll be able to handle that?
But he might.
Exactly.
Hey, Aileen is on. Oh, Aileen, we're talking about being friends with your ex. Can you be friends with your ex? I know Aileen have something to say. Come on, girl. Come on. Let me hear what you think.
Oh my
ex boyfriend /
ex with your ex.
Friends with your ex.
So, what we're saying, we want to hear all of your comments and all of that. And Carrie says, never put on your girl undies and deal with it. That's so true. But listen, right? So let's keep rolling here, because this you asked me to do this topic.
Hey,
we're gonna dive into this topic. We're gonna do a deep dive. We're gonna do a deep dive, right?
Aileen, just before we finish, Aileen said, of course, why not? Aileen, Carol says she cannot be friends. She chooses not to be friends with her ex. I am friends with my ex except two. So yeah, I just put that. That's catching that. I'm just making
Girl, Or what if you end up going somewhere and all of them in the same room?
Oh my God, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Why we all just can't get along?
In the same room, talking about these are all my exes.
Oh, these
We're
are
the
my exes.
exes.
Where are your exes?
And they're all in the same room looking at each other like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute here.
We're all exes. We're all her exes. Oh no, honey. Let's trade notes. Oh no. Me no want no part of it.
No. Not Jamaican man go do that anyway. Like, oh, what's up, bro? No.
Nope. Mm-mm.
First of all,
Jamaican men are so jealous anyways. Please, they would not want to be in any room with no other man that you've been with. They're not trying to hear that.
What? No.
They're not trying to hear that. So let's continue with the deep dive.
Yes.
So let's take another one. So take note of any current relationships. Like, so what do you do when your ex wants to be friends, right? What to do when your ex wants to be friends? Take note of any current relationships. You know, do you have any current relationships? Does he have any current relationships? Take a clear look at that and see how that's working, because if he doesn't have any, and then now he's saying that you all should be friends, I don't know. That could be a problem, because then if you want to go have a relationship and he doesn't have a relationship, that could be a problem.
And he may be thinking, yeah, that's true.
Exactly. You gotta think about all these things. It's not as clear cut.
Right.
So, you know, and then what we were talking about before also is if he wants to be friends, you know, you have to respect the ex's boundaries.
Yeah, and then the ex needs to tell them what their boundaries are, because if you don't tell them what the boundaries are, they are not going, you know what I'm saying? They're going to do what they have to do, but you have to let them know.
Yes.
Here, this is where it's, yes.
So if you say yes to it, right? If your ex wants to be friends with you and you agree to it, you better, when you go in there, you have to respect your ex's boundaries.
That is coming back.
And you see him pull up with some other lady and she is finer than wine, honey.
Remember, you are not the ex, you are the friend.
You're just a friend.
You're just a friend.
Don't get all jealous and be like, oh, she don't look no better than me. And
yeah.
You know, or let me tell you, I had him first. And
I leftovers. You know how females roll. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How women can get so catty just because, you know, now you're the ex. You have to respect those boundaries. If you agree, and I'm saying this to all of the women or men who are listening, if you agree to be friends with your ex, know that you need to respect the boundaries.
Yes, Elite, we know nobody play with Elite. Elite said, nobody plays with me. No, but that is where it comes back again. Stop saying ex. We're friends. We're not the ex. We take, so once the
relationship is done, stop referring to that person as your ex. Just say it's a friend.
We're friends, yes.
Friends, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, here we go, Reese. Don't try to revisit old habits.
Because it's just gonna break. Yeah.
You know how us women sometimes, when you have, you know, this man and you like to dress him up or you fix him up, sometimes out in public you're fixing his clothing or whatever, and he's out with you. This now your friend now. He's now your friend because he's your ex. Okay. And now old habits, you straightening up his tie or you fixing
yes.
all that stuff. Oh no, honey.
Mm-hmm.
You don't touch that man anymore. Those are old habits you need to get rid of.
Listen, I used to date somebody, right?
Oh, let me make your coffee. You like sugar and cream and all that, right? Let me do this.
I used to date somebody and the baby mama, okay, them swear them as friend. So as you said, that is true. So I was like, I think we're ordering, or I was cooking something, and she was like, oh, he only, like you say, he don't like teriyaki.
Wait a minute, you see?
He was we were in the same room or whatever, and it's like, oh no, he don't do this or he don't.
Yeah. You're no longer the person. You're no longer in that relationship.
Lady is my boyfriend and my man. Hello.
Exactly.
Yes,
he is now with you. You don't want some other person coming in talking about, no, he don't like sugar.
Or he don't take sugar in his tea. Or he only
no, you're the ex. Be quiet. You agreed to be friends with him, but you're no longer in a relationship with him. There's a new person in a relationship. You have to respect that. And even if you know that he doesn't take sugar, the new person, let them find out and
know that he don't take
all
sugar
of that on their own. Let her find out that he doesn't take sugar on her own.
Child.
So these are some of the intricacies that we're talking about. It's not just about, oh yeah, let's be friends. There's a lot to consider. And I know you wanted this topic, Reese, but you know me, I got to dig deep in my bag.
No, not right. That's we talking about because it's true thing. It's you know, it happens in life.
So happens.
But there's some you have to think about why is somebody wants to be friends with their ex, right? According to psychologytoday.com, they said that there are 4 key motivations for wanting to stay friends. One is security. Staying friends not to lose the ex-partner's emotional support, advice, or trust, right? Keeping them around because of shared memories or to have someone to count on, right?
Yeah.
Another point is practical. Staying friends to avoid losing the ex-partner's financial support or the social status associated with the relationship. Or because you have a child together or shared possessions, as you said earlier.
Yeah.
Another one, unresolved romantic desire.
Yeah.
Keeping the friendship because you don't want to be alone to maintain the sexual contact. So it moved from ex to friends with benefits.
Yep.
Okay, and you still may hope to rekindle a romantic relationship.
Yep.
And then the last point is staying friends simply to be polite, not to hurt the partner's feelings, to avoid confrontation, or because you're feeling guilty about breaking up with them. I ain't never think them things when I'm being friends with my ex. You know? I don't think about that. I don't know that we're friends because, you know, either me tired of them or them tired of me and we just keep it moving, but we're friends.
Yep.
Two that I would run over with a truck.
You know girl. So Lethe says, remember you have different types of friendship.
Yeah. Lead. Are you friends with ex? Are you friends with an ex or whatever? And if you are, why? I mean, why you remain friends with them? So that's Karen, tell us why. So let's see if Ailey will let us know. But you know, why can't we all just get along? She's friends because I can and know how to. I'm not bitter. And that plays a part, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. As I said, it's just the way you break up. See, she says she and all of her exes are friends except one. Well, I beat you by one, Ailey, because two of them. So yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. So let me see what if anybody else. She has no resentment. All right. So where Miss Carol gone? She gone leave me. All right. So as for anybody that's just joining us, we're talking about staying friends with your ex today. Staying friends with your ex, and we have had some points, some comments, and you letting us know how you are with your exes, and yeah. So we're gonna take a little break until Miss Miss Carol comes back. One wife just completely. Aileen said one wife just completely jealous because she's humble. Not everybody can handle that. As we said, not everybody can handle that relationship with with that. Yeah. I
Yeah, and
can.
for me personally, it's not that I can't handle it, is I choose not to deal with it because I don't like drama and I don't want no drama in my life. So even if there won't be any drama, I don't know that. You know, there is the potential of drama. I'm just gonna be like, yo, I'm not even, thank you, goodbye.
You know, because I want, you know, I love my reality shows. And I watch 90 Day Fiance. There is this couple.
We know you love your 90 Day Fiance.
Bilal, right? His ex, they're friends because they have kids together and whatever. But I think she goes in too far with that friendship thing because she stepped to the fiance about a prenup with her ex-husband, saying that she needs to go into like, why you that is past friendship right there. You understand? Like me, I would not be, that's just too far for me.
What do you mean? What did she say?
He said, okay, so he's established, they have kids together. I know she's looking out for her children,
right?
Future. So she calls or she meets up with the fiance and she's talking to her about her why she should sign the prenup.
Okay.
But the husband, the ex and her, they're friends.
Okay.
And to me, that's going too far. If, say for instance, I'm ex, you are the fiance of my ex. Yeah, my ex or friend. I shouldn't be stepping to you talking about you and my ex's business. That friendship is a little bit too far.
But again, it all depends on the people involved. And remember, one of the reasons why you maintain a friendship with your ex is trust, right? It's that person that knows you so well and you trust them that well. So maybe she trusts him, you know, so he knows he could be looking out for her best interest. He doesn't want a romantic relationship with her anymore, but they've known each other and he's looking out for her to say, all right, we know what we went through. I know you very well. I know what you want out of life. And this ain't it. So get yourself a prenup. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think you understand.
Maybe not.
All right. So me and homeboy, we divorced, right? We're friends. You are the fiance. I'm the ex, and you're gonna get married to my ex. Okay? My ex, you and your fiance, which is my ex, he steps to you about a prenup. You're having problems with signing a prenup. Me as the friend now of the ex-husband comes.
Girl, me not follow you. Me not understand. This is why I say, listen, you and your exes and all of this stuff. There is just so much messiness that can go on.
It don't necessarily have to be messy.
No, and all of because now it's like, oh, you don't have the right to talk to me about a prenup, and you shouldn't be all up in here. What kind of friendship is that?
Yes. Shouldn't be. That's taking the friendship to another level. I'm talking about, hey, what's up? How you doing? How's the wife? How is the hubby? Whatever. That's it. We ain't talking about you.
People have that
in your no, that's too much.
That deep friendship because, like I said,
he can't stop the fear. Yeah, that is rude. That is out of line, crossing the line as a friend, supposedly be friend. It is. Don't come tell me about your ex-husband and why you know what's going on in my private life.
Because they're friends.
Yeah, but
and they share that.
They share that, but it's not her responsibility to come to you and tell you, oh, you know, you need.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that was crossing the line.
I agree with that. But again, you know, these are the things that happen in friendships. But that's some of the advice that we were giving out earlier. Make sure that you respect the boundaries. That ex was not respecting the boundaries.
Not at all. She crossed it.
Yeah. crossing the boundaries to go discuss those types of things in the current relationship, you're way out of line. Like way out of line. So, that's disrespecting the person's new relationship. It's none of your business.
That's true. Ailey said no matter what he shared as a friend, she has no right to go over there. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And again, that's why
he's protecting her kids' future. Let him deal with it. See, that's a difference now with that's I'm like,
yeah.
Take care of that. Take care of that.
Yep. So, a lot of people don't respect the boundaries and they cross the line. Like now they're crossing the line. And that could be for a number of different reasons, Reese. It could be because she really wants him back, or she just felt entitled because, she was there first. So she knows him. I know him better than you know him. That kind of situation, so, and people do that, and that's why I'm like, I don't want to deal with none of that nonsense. If I have an ex, there is the potential of them dealing with in a new relationship with someone, and I don't want to have to deal with any of that.
Right.
I don't want to deal with it. Just go on.
Thank God I don't have problems like that.
I'm glad, girl. Yep. Carrie says she done lost her dang mind.
Mommy said, stay clear of your ex. Best thing.
Yes, mommy. Me and you. That's how I feel too. See? Me and mommy. We're thinking, we right here. We here.
Listen, why can't we all get along? That's my thing. Be nice to one another.
Like we're just one big happy family.
One big happy family.
Nope. Can't do it because somebody's going to step out of line. Somebody's going to get out of line. And I don't want to be in nobody's pot. And I don't want anybody in my pot. Okay?
I say, yep. True.
So then, Reese, here's another question then. Because I was thinking, who knows? Sometimes you have that ex who now they see the light.
They get the light all they want.
And they're thinking, oh man, I let him go and now this person has him and I want him back. Right? This is this ex. I want him back. He was so great and this person doesn't deserve him because and that's why he should get a prenup against her and all of this stuff, right? They want him back. Now,
if they're with someone,
should you be friends with an ex if you want them back? What's your answer?
Should you be friends with an ex if you want them back? That's not a friend. That's an ulterior motive to get him back. That's not a friend. A friend is truly your unresolved feelings, whatever, you're done with that. But
so if all of you listeners right now, if you're listening, if you have an ex and you want him back, do not fake a friendship with him.
Fake a friendship.
Please.
Just keep it real.
It's not going to work. Don't fake that friendship with him. Please.
Just say, listen, I want you back. Please come back. No, but don't be, no.
Or on the flip side of that also, if you have an ex who wants you back, but he's faking a friendship, he's pretending to be friends with you.
To really win.
Yes.
I can smell them a mile away.
Do not fall into that trap because you're asking for a world of trouble with that. It's a world, and you know what we all know what the signs are.
Yes.
We know what the signs are, and if you don't know what the signs are, maybe we could tell you some of those signs if you're in this situation and you just can't figure it out, you can't make heads or tails of it. If you have an ex and he's in he wants to be friends with you, but you really know this person wants you back.
Ailey says she don't want no ex back. She don't want me. I don't know, man.
Really? You might take the ex back?
It depends.
Oh, girl.
It just depends. I'm not going to be going out there and be like, oh, let's get back. It just depends. Maybe
Oh
you were
my goodness.
young when you were together and whatever, and then you're mature, or I don't know. It does depend on the circumstances.
Mm-mm-mm.
He could be in.
So
I don't know. It just depends.
the answer is for you ladies out there, or men or women, if you have an ex who wants you back and wants to be in a friendship with you, but you really know that they want you back, you please politely reject the friendship. Okay, remember what I said earlier. Don't be mean and disrespectful and rude, because that could lead down a whole tragic road you don't want to go down. But you politely reject that friendship. You don't want to be friends, and you say what I said earlier. Thank you. I know we've been together for a while, but at this time, the friendship is not something ideal for me. And in the future, if I change my mind or so, I
Too
can't deal with that
formal.
right now.
In the future, that I change my mind to be with you.
I mean, everybody can speak the way they speak. That's the way I speak.
Ooh, oh my!
How would you say it, Reese? How would you say? Go ahead and Miss Reese speak.
Listen here, bro. In the future, I think that we can kick it. I holler. I holler at you.
Yeah.
I holler. I
Yeah.
Mm.
I holler. That don't even sound right coming from me. Oh my goodness. But you get the message.
Yeah.
Everybody, you get what I'm trying to say. Miss Reese over here trying to throw me under the bus.
In the future, if you think that we can connect again,
yes, we may do so.
Right, Karen said too much. Karen said too much word. Listen here. If we gonna keep,
I'm giving you the guide, the outline. Wanna say however I don't want to say it.
Anybody know I don't time for all that fun? Listen, if I feel like I want to revisit this situation, I'm gonna holler at you. But right now we're gonna keep it moving. Woo!
And you are yin and yang, girl. Oh my lord. But see, that's what I'm saying. You put it in your own words, however you want to say it, but without being mean and cold, right? You get the point. Carrie, you get the point. Lisa, you get the point. You know what I'm saying, my listeners, my friends. You all know what I'm saying.
Karen said, we're done, argument done. But never say never. There's a lot of people that break up and you end up seeing them again together, whatever. So never say never.
And then you're absolutely right. So when they want to be friends, you just express your lack of interest. Express it however you want to express it, politely. Express your lack of interest in being friends, and then you go straight into no contact. No contact. That's it. So that hopefully they can get the picture, but no contact.
But then, okay.
That's how you do it. I'm giving some tips to those folks who are in this situation right now and you don't know how to handle it. That's how you do it. All right. And don't go into the every day on the phone with them or texting back and they send you pictures of old time. Oh, you remember when we used to remember when? And remember, look at us when we did this. Oh, how romantic this was.
No.
You don't want to go down memory lane.
No memory lane?
No. Nah, boo. Like you would say. Nah, boo.
No, boo.
We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. It ain't going down like that.
We gonna
I'm trying to do it the way you want me to do it, Miss Reese.
No, honey. Do it the English way.
So, Reese, what are some of the pros and cons then?
Pros and cons of what?
Of staying friends with your ex. What are some of the pros?
I just have a good time. It ain't nothing. We don't go down no memory lane or anything. It's just, I tell you for real, Carol is really a drama queen. Hell, thank God somebody see that. For me, it's just pure fun. I'm just fun. We don't get down in, back in the day, we like friends, like how I'd kick it with somebody that I just knew, drinking, laughing, all that. Nothing deep, like, yo, you remember when we also.
So listen, Yes, Miss Drama Queen.
Yes.
Yes,
She have to tidy up everything, Carol.
come on.
She have to tidy up everything.
Yes, yes. So, right? That's why I want to love me. Okay, all right. So, pros, that Reese, of staying in a friendship,
What's the pros?
right? They can provide valuable insight for you, which honestly, it's probably what that ex wanted to do when she was talking about the prenup. she
Yeah, she looking out for herself. Yeah.
No, but seriously, they can provide valuable insight in the sense that if you stay friends with the ex, they can give you some insight, sometimes an insight into your own personality, into some of your own flaws.
Sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. The Karen said Carol accept the Academy the award for best drama. Academy
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will accept it.
accept it.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
putting it up on my trophy case.
Yeah,
I will accept it gladly and put it up on my trophy case and shine a light on it. Yes.
oh God. But yes, and also with that, they could be like, well, don't do this because this is what messed up the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So you're kind of helping him.
It does provide a little bit of valuable insight.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
yeah.
That's one of the pros, right? I can see that.
Yeah.
The other thing is they could be a great friend, like you said, Reese.
Yeah. They want me. Listen, who doesn't want Reese?
That's one of the pros.
Of course.
They could be a great friend. You got a great friendship out of it.
Yeah.
If you want some great friends, just turn your exes into.
Want a good friend? Turn your exes.
You want a good friend? Turn your ex into your friend.
And you have a friend.
You need a friend?
Break up with your boyfriend and he can be a friend.
Maybe he could be your best friend.
Yes.
Oh, I'm joking. So I forget. I'm just joking, listeners. Because there are some people going through this stuff right now, and y'all are messing with me. All right. So pros, another one. You guess what? They could actually help you move on.
Oh.
So if you break up, rather than just sometimes it's a sad breakup. It was really sad and you're depressed and whatever. Maybe if you remain friends with them rather than just having them drop out of your life completely.
Mm-hmm.
If you remain friends, they can help you to move on.
Yeah.
They can help you get past the sadness and the trauma or whatever.
Ailey said she got bye, Ailey. Thank you for stopping by.
Mm-hmm. Bye, Ailey.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget my trophy. Want it. So, pros and cons, right? So some cons.
Mm-hmm.
Cons. She said, "Oh, Monica, your mom says she can't hear you."
Oh, not hearing me? Oh, I'm hearing.
So,
one
of the cons off of this thing could be it could lead to an on again, off again relationship. That's definitely a con.
Are you gonna keep talking about the thing? Keep talking
going down memory lane.
And down memory lane and all of that good stuff.
And all of that leads back to what.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's one of the cons of always trying to get back together and breaking up and It's not healthy. Right. Another con, meaning something that's bad, if you make your ex your friend, their presence can become toxic. Their presence can become toxic because now they become naysayers because they're jealous. They could become jealous of any other relationship that you might be in or want to be in, or it's just a toxic relationship. They can also create problems for your new relationships.
Yep. We said that.
Yes.
We said that.
And then as a result of that, if you're still friends with that ex, you're so focused on or so tied up in your friendship, you may end up not being open to a new relationship.
Yeah.
You may end up not being open to a new relationship. And if you're vulnerable, haha, you don't want to be close to this ex.
Exactly. That is why we said to have a cooling period.
Yes.
Stay away. Get through that first.
Take some time to work through that first.
Yes.
Before they become your ex. Because if it was a bad breakup or a sad breakup or particularly traumatic, just sliding right into a friendship with them, nah, that could be very, very bad. Okay. And you're already in a vulnerable emotional state of mind. Do not get into a friendship with that ex at that time. That's not the right time for that. Okay. So if you're in this situation and you're listening to us right now, please take the advice that we are giving you. And some of the cons of this, meaning the bad results, someone's feelings will inevitably get hurt. Reese doesn't agree with this, but I think so. Yeah. Somebody's feelings are inevitably going to get hurt. And it could be when the person moves on to a new relationship or whatever.
Because they have unresolved feelings, because they did not go through the cooling period.
Yeah.
You understand? So they have to go through that before they can even consider being friends.
Yeah. And if that's the case, also, it could be painful to see that person with someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a con.
And they may say, oh, yeah, we're friends, but deep in, like, geez, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I want to just remind some folks too, is if your ex is particularly being friendly with you or being nice with you, sometimes it's not because they want to get back with you, but they just feel guilty for breaking up with you. Oh, so keep that in mind.
I don't have that feeling.
Reese, this show is not only about you, darling.
I don't feel guilty.
We have listeners all over the world that may be experiencing this.
Don't feel guilty, people.
It's because he feels guilty for breaking up with you. So maybe that's one of the reasons why he's really being so nice to you after the breakup. So don't let that confuse you. Okay. And that's the point. He feels guilty that he hurt you and still, wants you to perceive him as a good guy. He wants you to still think of him as a nice guy or a good guy. So he's being nice to you because he feels guilty. Okay. So don't confuse it to thinking he wants you back. There was a study that was done by psychologytoday.com. I think you mentioned it, Reese, as well. Maybe not. How common is it to stay friends with your ex?
How common? Oh, okay. I didn't read it.
It's more common than I thought it was. So psychologytoday.com did a couple of studies last year. This is recent, in 2021. They did a study. 59%. There were two studies they did. 59% of the people in the study that they did remained friends with their exes. 59% in one study and 65% in the other study. You all are crazy. You fall in that 65%. You make up that whole 65%. Oh my goodness.
A lovable person. That's all. I just want everybody to get along. That's all.
Oh man. It's a larger percentage than I thought it was gonna be. So many people are friends with their exes. Wow. That's interesting. So I just wanted to mention that because just in case some folks are wondering, Reese, why you wanted to talk about this topic? I got your back, girl. I got your back.
I think it's important. It's life, and
Yes, but it's more important than I thought it was. A lot of people actually are in this situation and they're friends with their exes. I didn't know that. So hence the reason why we're doing it on this show, to let you guys know that this is a very, very common occurrence.
Yes.
All right. I want to say one last thing too, to sum this up, right? if you have to end your relationship, you have to end the friendship also, right? Here are some tips for you guys and girls to when to give up on your ex. What do you say, Reese? At what point do you give up on that ex?
When I get to that point, I'll let you know.
Wait a minute.
Or when
to think out the box. Think outside of your situation.
When to give up on your ex?
Yeah. So give her friends some advice.
Me can't give nobody advice on that when to give up on the ex. Girl, I'm trying to
You wanted to do
advice on that. I'm trying to figure that out right now. When it just goes to the point. When they get you, I don't know. I mean, you will know when enough is enough. That's me.
So remember the context in which we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
When do you give up on that ex? You ain't having no friendship and that stuff. At what point are you giving up? Meaning that, okay, listen, they don't want any relationship with you, so get the message.
Yeah, when they get the message, I don't know. Right.
So let me help you then. It's I just wanted to see what you thought. So one, if your ex has not responded to your last 5 attempts to start a conversation with them. Here
last 5. That's too much. 5.
Yes, this is according to exboyfriendrecovery.com.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Just listen to the where you get ex-boyfriend. 5 is too much. I'm sorry.
Yes. So I'm trying to have a
and I think 3 is stretching it too far.
So I'm trying to have a visual here. So listen, it says if your ex has not responded to your last 5 attempts, according to exboyfriendrecovery.com, it's your 5 attempts to start a conversation. It's time to give up on that ex.
5 is too much. I'm sorry.
Here's your sign. You remember that? Here, there's a comedian. I think he's a country comedian. Forget his name, but he has a country accent, and he says, "Here's your sign."
5 times is too much. I'm sorry. And even 3 is stretching it. Even 3, 5. That's that.
Last 5 attempts to start a conversation. Give up on that. That's one sign. Okay. Another one is they've been with someone new. If your ex has been with someone new for more than 8 months, give up on them. Here's your sign. Okay.
Where do they get these numbers? 8 months.
You give up on that ex. 8 months. Okay. He's with somebody else.
Okay.
If you've been on a hard block, okay, for longer than 3 months, meaning if they blocked you, you can't text or nothing, and they blocked your phone calls.
I love to block.
For longer than 3 months, here's your sign.
Longer than 3 months, longer than 1 month. 1 month of blocking is enough to show me that.
I know, right? If somebody just blocked you for a month, that's it.
Oh, why I'm gonna keep calling for how many months?
3 months, you're gonna continue calling and they blocked you? What are you hoping that in month 2 they'll unblock?
Like,
some people are persistent though. Some people are persistent and they just can't get the message. They just don't get it. Okay. Do not be friends. If you're listening to us, peeps, you're her peeps. You're our peeps. Do not be one of those people who don't get the message. Okay. If someone has blocked you, a hard block, meaning they blocked you on their Facebook, they blocked your phone calls, they blocked your text messaging,
block WhatsApp, they block everything, they block
a hard block on you.
Don't show up at the person's doorstep, please.
That's it. Don't go showing up on them later because they've blocked you. It's done.
But you have some people that are persistent like that.
They are persistent.
They don't get the message.
Please It means that they no longer want to be in any type of relationship or friendship with you. It's done. It's a wrap. Move on. Okay, please, you have to get the message and don't go trying to go find them or to do anything to them. It's the end of the relationship. Please, you have to move on. Then the other one is if you're broken the no contact rule more than 8 times. I'm not even waiting for 8 times.
Get these numbers from? Is that a
I
reliable
didn't make it up. Ex-boyfriendrecovery.com made that up. They said that. I'm telling you what they said.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
you can go on there and see it yourself. If you guys don't believe me, that's the link. Ex-boyfriendrecovery.com says if you have broken the no contact rule more than 8 times, no contact, then that's a sign. Here's your sign.
Oh,
It's
boy.
over. Move on. Okay. And the last one that I will tell you from them is if you get pity responses in more than 10 conversations in a row,
The numbers.
here's your sign.
Them love 8 and 10. They're giving them too much.
If you get pity responses.
Did they give examples of pity responses?
No.
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
get any responses of a pity response. But you know when somebody's pitying you, some sort of pity response. Oh, I'm so sorry that you feel it. I'm sorry that happened to you. It's like, yeah, that's a pity response. Okay. Then that's your sign. And you get that more than 10 conversations in a row, especially if it's the same pitiful response. That's it. Move on. Give up on that ex. They do not want to be with you any longer. So that's it for me today on that, Reese. Did that help you in any way, shape, or form, darling? You said you're still trying to figure it out.
No, I'm good. As I said, I only got 2 exes that I would not talk to, and that's it. Other than that, me and the other ones, we cool. We know our boundaries. So, and that's the most important thing. Know your boundaries. Let them know what your boundaries are, and there'll be no problems.
Yes.
I think so.
I agree with you 100%. Karen says, enough.
8. She said one time. Is it for real?
One time is enough. That's right.
Good.
One time is enough. Yeah. Who needs to be going on and on and on like that? But Carrie, as you know, we all live in this place, in this world, and human beings, there are some of us who don't take a hint, or we don't take a direct message when we're told, you know, because we just want to push on, we're aggressive, and we want our way all the time. Or sometimes in our minds mess us up. It tells us that, yeah, this person likes me.
Yeah, some of them just not going to accept the fact, and that's obsession right there to me.
Yeah, it's obsession. Yeah. It goes beyond, you know, and in their mind, they're like, I know he likes me. I know you like me.
Cool down, or wait till he cool down.
I'll just wait till he calms down or whatever. It's just craziness. So, you know, there's so many people who do that. But for our listeners who are listening to us on this platform, we just want to share some things with you and some tips before you go down that road. If you're listening to the sound of our voices right now, we want to help you. We want to be your voice of reason. That's the reason we're here. Okay. And that's why I can't let Miss Reese bring her craziness on this platform.
That's why I got
this platform. We try to be the voice of reason.
I am
the Madness show will start in September.
September 17th, my mommy's birthday. That's gonna be my show. Kicking it with Reese, and it's just gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, so don't expect any voice of reason there. It ain't happening.
Whatever.
Yes, it ain't happening. It's just gonna be pure, unadulterated madness. Okay? On that show. And that's where you'll find that. Here we're just trying to be your voice of reason. We're trying to give you some gems and some tips to help you get through this tough situation if you are in the situation and you didn't know what to do. Now you know. I hope you took some notes, right?
Right. So we want to thank you guys as always for joining us on Mondays.
Yes, we
and
love being here with you guys.
Taking time out and making us be in your space for a couple of hours.
Yes, you know I gotta bring my drama and Reese bring her madness.
Yes. And it was an interesting show today. And join us next week for our Let's Connect show.
Oh, you so calm now, just because we're at the end of the show?
Yes, girl.
You glad?
What? It was Mondays.
Calm.
Mondays to me is the crazy, But by the time I get to 8 o'clock, I'm like ready to
You're done.
Done.
You're ready to hit that button that says go to sleep.
Yeah. So
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap, people. So do your thing, Miss Carol.
Well, we love our audiences, and I say that every week. Madness and drama equal niceness.
Yes,
Carrie.
Yes,
girl. So you know what? We love you guys so much. And I especially want to shout out some of our amazing friends who are with us. We love it when you interact with us on our live platform so that we can feel like we're chatting with you. We appreciate you so much. Carrie, Lethe, Miss Monica. And if I'm missing anybody, usually Shelly is here with us. Shelly, girl, you're not here, but I know you're listening because sometimes she can't call in because she's working. But
and our friend from
hide in the bathroom and go listen to us.
Our friend from Alabama, no, from Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Yes.
Yes. We have some amazing friends. Kendra, a lot of times our friends, they're not on the live with us, but they are checking us out. They listen when they can. They listen on the radio station with their little headphones and stuff. We love you guys so much for being with us, and Carrie and Lethe and everybody who were interacting with us today. Thank you so much, because we love to make sure, we love to feel like we're not just talking to each other. And we know that we have friends in listener land and radio land on myturnradio.com. So if you're listening out there, like Miss Monica is also able to listen, no, but she's on the live with us. But we have other friends who are listening in radio land all around the world, which we know, and they send us their comments from time to time. We love you for being with us this week. And we're here. Remember, we're here every week. We try to bring some interesting topics for you. Yes. And we also bring you some guests who can be who are experts in their field, and they can give you a lot more information on the topics that we want to chat about. But we want to hear from you guys. If there's a topic that you want us to touch on, yes, hey, listen, we will happily
let us know.
Topic. Just let us know what the topic is. Okay, you don't have to just wait for us to tell you what the topic is. Let us know, and we'll cover it. We'll find the right people to chat about it too. Okay, so we love you. We're here every Monday evening from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on myturnradio.com or live on our Let's Connect Facebook page. And when we are done with this, Reese, where are we posting these episodes for people to go?
YouTube channel, Let's Connect YouTube, or you can check out our podcast.
That's right, everybody. Head on over to our YouTube page. There are so many episodes that we have out there because we're here every week, because we love to do this. There are a lot of episodes. I guarantee you will find a topic out there that you're interested in. So go check us out. Okay. And then leave a like. What, Reese?
Like, subscribe and share.
Very well. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. That's how you can support us. We love you. We thank you. We are the show called Let's Connect, the show where you find
more compassion,
more empathy, and
less
judgment. Thank you, everybody.
And we'll see you next week. Bye.